They say volcanoes are Earth's most destructive force. But what if they're also hiding something not of this Earth? In March 2021, deep beneath the icy terrain of Iceland, the Fagradalsfjall volcano roared to life after almost 900 years of silence. Locals expected lava. They expected fire. But no one expected this. A live webcam, meant to capture the beauty of nature's fury, instead picked up two glowing blue orbs hovering, shimmering, completely unbothered by the toxic fumes and searing heat. At first, some thought they might be drones. But drones can't survive 2,200 degrees of molten air. And these orbs? They hovered for nearly 30 minutes, intact, glowing. Iceland isn't alone. From the Arenal volcano in Costa Rica to the thunderous peak of Popocatépetl in Mexico, mysterious lights, floating orbs, and UFO-like craft have been recorded around volcanic eruptions for decades. In fact, sightings near volcanoes are so frequent, filmmaker Darcy Weir produced an entire documentary exploring the possibility that UFOs are using volcanoes either as energy sources or as entrances to vast underground alien bases. Think about it. If you were an advanced civilization trying to hide from humanity, where better to build a base than inside Earth's most dangerous and least explored regions? Some researchers believe these crafts are not just observing, they're refueling. Volcanic eruptions release more power than the combined nuclear weapons of China, Russia, and the United States. That's a lot of energy. Energy these visitors may desperately need. But maybe there's a more earthly explanation. One theory says, we're looking at blue lava caused by burning sulfur. It does happen, but rarely, and almost never in Iceland. And blue lava flows along the ground, not midair. When experts zoomed in, they noticed something strange. The orbs seemed flatter at the bottom, like they were resting on invisible surfaces, or hovering just above the volcanic slopes. Were they real? Were they alien? Or was it nature playing tricks on our eyes? Then, just 1 year earlier, across the sea in England, something even stranger happened. July 13th, 2020. A man named Ben Landergome was hiking deep into the woods of Devon. No tourists, no trails, just silence. That is, until he stumbled upon what looked like the aftermath of a landing. Trees ripped from the ground. A crater, perfectly circular. Some trees snapped in half, others standing untouched, just feet away. Ben had never seen anything like it. Neither had the thousands of people who watched his footage online. No signs of logging, no construction equipment, just destruction. Surgical, controlled. Was it a downed aircraft? Military crash? Experts say no. No debris, no burn marks. Nothing to suggest metal, fuel, or fire. What about a meteor? Possible. But the trees were too fresh. Still green. Still full of life. This wasn't old damage, it was recent. Some weather experts believe it may have been a microburst, a violent downdraft of wind. But even they admit it's rare. Especially in that part of England. And yet, Ben swears that the air felt ... wrong. Like something was watching him. Like something had just left. Or was about to return. And now, fast forward to Independence Day, July 4th, 2022 in Alamance, North Carolina. Fireworks lit up the night sky. But one man saw something far stranger. Above his home, a glowing orb appeared. Bright, silent, and, unlike anything he had ever seen, he grabbed his camera and started filming. For 8 full minutes, the object hovered, drifted. Then something unbelievable happened. It began to split. One orb became 2, then 3, floating away from the main body like intelligent machines or living organisms. No wings, no sound, no known propulsion. Was it a bird? No. Too high, too bright. A plane. Not even close enough, as yet regulations require lights that flash in specific patterns. This was just glowing, constant. And then came the question we all ask in moments like these. Was it a weather balloon? At first, it seemed like the most reasonable answer. But the local weather service later confirmed no balloons were launched that day. And Weather balloons don't emit light like this, or split into multiple objects, dog. So what was it? Experts are divided. Some lean toward an experimental craft or even natural atmospheric phenomena. Others, especially those who've spent years tracking similar encounters, believe this could be another piece of a larger puzzle. That these orbs, these glowing anomalies, are part of a non-human intelligence observing us, maybe even interacting with us in ways we can't yet understand. Is it coincidence that they show up around volcanoes, forests, and holidays when we're most likely to be looking up? Or is it intentional? And the bigger question, why now? Are they watching our planet's most volatile regions for signs of collapse? Or are we simply intruding on their territory? One thing's for sure, the sightings are increasing. The patterns are forming. And the truth, whatever it is, might be just beneath our feet. Are we alone? Or have they been here all along?